4x squared minus 5x plus 11 equals 3x plus 8. That's what we had. You need to say equals 0 to get into a format we can solve. So all this is going to go over here. So 4x squared, I'm going to take away 3x because it's positive 3x there. It doesn't say it, but it is. So it's going to be minus 3x. That's going to affect only the x terms, not the x squareds or where there's numbers without letters, because we're thinking about like terms, they can be combined, nothing else. So if I take off 3 from 5, it's minus 8. The 8 in the same way is going to become negative. It's going to affect the number because that's the only number there. 11 take away 8 is 3. So it's going to be that. Now it's the same as before, front times back. Both factors can be positive or negative to make 12, and they have to combine to make minus 8. So they're both going to have to be negative. So I'm going to find all my factors. I'm going to choose this pair because they're the only pair that when they're both negative, because they all have to be negative to make minus 8 and still make plus 12, they're the only pair that's going to work for me. So again, break it up into two separate easy equations or expressions that I have to factorise. So that can be either 2 or 6, it doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to put 2x minus 6x plus 3, 4x squared. Draw a line in. When you think factorise, brackets, 2x is the highest common factor, leaving 2x minus 1. So 2x minus 1 is going to go here. Now, earlier on I tried to avoid having to take a minus factor out. It's not a problem if I have to, but I'm going to avoid it if I can. Now if you look at this bracket, it's a positive term and a negative term. The order of these ones at the top is negative and positive. So the signs have to change to become this. To do that, you take a negative factor out, and it helps you, it actually enables you to make those signs become different. Think of the highest common factor of 6 and 3 is 3. And if you think about it, when we expand the bracket, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, so that's working, and minus 3 times minus 1. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 minuses make a plus, so that's worked out for us. Now the same process as before, factorise the brackets out, remove the bracket. Whatever's remaining goes in the other bracket to give you that. This gives you x equals a half, or x equals 3 over 2. This is 0.5. This is 3 divided by 2, 1.5. So we'll just type that into MyMaths. A half of 1.5, so 0.5, 1.5. Okay, right, this one, a little bit different. You have to use some basic knowledge to format what they're after. So this is a right angle triangle, so you can assume that this is the height. The width of the triangle is n plus 5. The height of the triangle is 7 less than the width. So if the width is n plus 5, the height is n plus 5 take away 7, so the height is n minus 2. So that's n minus 2. It says the area is 49. So base times height over 2 is how you find the area. We'll times these two sides together, form a quadratic, we'll halve it and make it equal to 49. So I'll do that all on a different sheet. My advice, get a drop pad from some sort of stationery shop, have something there that you can always use to write down, especially the type of algebra you go into. So our width, our base was that, our height was that, and then we're going to halve it. Energy efficient lights just switched off, so I'm going to switch them back on. Fantastic. And then we're going to divide all that by 2, and it's going to equal 49. And that represents the picture that we're looking for. Okay? Right then. So, we're going to multiply these brackets out. N squared minus 2n, 5n, and minus 10. Obviously I'm just going to a quick crab claw, but you should understand that. So n squared minus 2n plus 5, so I'm not even thinking, equals 3n minus 10 over 2 equals 49. So I'm not going to think that hard about this. I'm going to get rid of the 2. I'm going to take to the other side and times. So it gives me an equation n squared plus 3n minus 10 equals 98. This turns it into an equation from before. I'm going to take that 98 and take it to the other side. So we have n squared plus 3n minus 10, take away another 98 is minus 108. I'm already thinking about the 12 times tail when I see that. Okay, or something like that, 24 times tail, something like that. Okay. Okay, now we've got the same situation from before. The easier quadratics are these ones. Okay, so I'm going to go through that process now so you understand what's going on if you didn't get it in the first part. Obviously you will have to use your own effort to get onto this video to start you off anyway, so those who couldn't go to this probably haven't looked at this anyway. So I'm going to find the factors of 108. I've got n in here and n in here because I need to make n squared. Okay, so it's going to go back to something like this, but obviously we've changed the equation by multiplying that by 2 and bring it to this side. Factors of 108, so 1, 108, 2, 54, 3, if you're not sure, like I'm not sure, because it's getting late on a Christmas term, 108 divided by 3, 36, 108 divided by 4, half and half again is 27, divided by 5 is obviously not going to work, 108 divided by 6, 18, so 6, 18, 108 divided by 7 doesn't work, 108 divided by 8 doesn't work, 108 divided by 9 gives you 12, so I've got 9 times 12. Now I'm going to stop there because I've got a pair that work. Now I did say that it's probably going to be the 12 times table because I'm thinking about numbers I know. 9 times 12 have a gap of 3, which is good, that's what I'm looking for. Now one of them has to be a minus, but when they combine have to make a positive. So that means that the smaller number has to be the minus. So I've got that. So I've got minus 9 and plus 12. That means n can be 9 or n can be minus 12. Now you have to really think about the situation you've got. You've only got one answer box, so that means only one of these is going to be acceptable, and you've got to think about what's going to make sense. Now if I use minus 12, I'm going to have minus 12 odd 5, and I'm going to have a negative length. That does not exist. So minus 12 is not the one we want. 9 is going to work out for us because it's going to give us positive lengths, so 9 is the one I've got to take. Now that takes experience and understanding that you can't have negative lengths, and that is the kind of question that you'll get pushing your standards up. Okay? Hopefully this makes sense. Read it, look at it, watch it, make sure it does make sense, then get back to me if it doesn't, then I'll change whatever you need. I'm not going for number 1 ever, you need to look for the lesson part of that. Okay? Enjoy.